Hello. Hello, Moto. Anyways, hello, Moto. Even if you don't have one of those phones, that is such an awesome soundbite to have. So much to do, so little time. That's what it is. Anyways, I didn't get a chance to do a panel because I was hoping to do one, but I just got too dang busy on my days off. And I gotta tell y'all, I get so beat, and I pile in them hours, man. I'm gonna easily hit that next tax bracket by the end of this year, I guarantee. So sometimes it's just not worth piling in all the OT pay. What's up, Wabbit? What's going on? You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna put a ticker on Joey's channel there, and any other channel Mike Cerrone gets on, and it's gonna automatically count how many times that dude tells the channel owner to just drop you. This is shit people used to do to me all the time. It's like, come on, man, it's an e-thug move. See, a master troll would not have to resort to literally begging the host to mute and or drop somebody. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. And it's not an e-thug move. And what's that ladybug? What is with him? And he calls her Lady Slug. It's the cheesiest thing. I've done stuff like that, but not to her. But I'm just going like, dude. When they were talking about Bird and Stuff a couple of nights ago, you can see how frustrated he got because, and I hate to use this phrase, but I'm going to, because people used to do this to me all the time. There's two things that people used to do to me all the time. Number one, there's 18 people up in here, isn't there? I guess there is. See, I'm the AM shifter out here in the drama community. Welcome to my world. Fucking A. So people would tell me, whenever I get up on a panel, people would say, oh, there he is, all about Abe. Yep, always interjecting himself in everybody else's business. Remember Pat from Saturday Night Live? It's Saturday Night Live. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? It's Pat. So, I'm definitely a boy. I'm just simply saying, this is how these people act. I'm like, do multiple Steve Martin. Well, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Aren't you people making all this shit about you? What does this shit have to do with you? I mean, some people it might, sure. But not all of you, no. So, I just want to know who died, rolled over in their graves. It means you people got a freaking YouTube. I swear to God. The other thing is people would do is they would sit there and they would go, all about Abe. Oh, there he is, make it all about him. Bitch, you're the one making it. You're the one who brought that up to. You're the one who brought that up to everybody's attention. Obviously, it's a non-issue until you make it one. Here he is. Abe's always talking about the past. Bitch, you're always ones talking about the past. No, I swear to God. I swear, not at God, I swear to God. You gotta be shitting me. So, anyways, no. Well, hey, good morning. UAE. I've seen you around before. And no, I'm not a scammer. But I just swear to God, the Mike, he just absolutely makes me cringe every time because he actually redirects. He does the complete polar opposite of anything I've ever done. And do you want to? Oh, Mike has it. Let's do it. Yeah. So like, and that could be. But the thing about it is this. It's like, okay, so Mike does literally go out of his way to make I will absolutely go along with that. He goes way out of his way to make the whole thing about him. Yes, he does. Absolutely does. Yes, he does. And why do you not? And when he can't make it about him, he is a definite pick-me gal. Well, pick-me guy. Anything going on that panel, he's got to completely redirect the attention onto himself. When I would get on panels, which I don't do a whole lot anymore, but mostly because I'm busy working all the time. But neither here nor there. When I would get on panels, good six banger. I was not the one making it about me. It's everybody on the panel. Well, not really everybody. It was like a couple of people on the panel doing that. Seriously, not everyone. You know what? I saw that part. But somebody put a clip in Discord, which I have, and if anybody wants it, I will give it to you, free of charge. And you can see Mike's dad walking in the background. He's an old man, and he walks right past Mike in like the kitchen. He's in like the kitchen or some shit like that. And I gather it's not. He lives in this condo, so most condos we would know them are not made for like. Okay, so it's like 3 people living in there. His parents and himself. I mean, so it's not like it's a big, huge, like frickin' monster house, multi-story, home where he can just go in the basement. There's that punchline. Abe's mom's basement. Yeah. No, so it's like Mike. He's sitting here arguing with people on a freaking. I didn't even catch that. I watched a good chunk of the Vegas Valley last night, and then I didn't even know Jamie was live, and he was. And then Brett kind of tricked, or he coerced AC to go live, and that was actually a pretty good show. I actually enjoyed that one. I watched it, the better part of it, and it was fun. It was fun to watch. I probably got up there and said hi, but I was busy working, which is all I freaking do anymore. So, anyways, his dad looked so freaking annoyed. He looked annoyed. It's not Void the Noid. He looked genuinely annoyed. Does anybody want to just stop me when I lie? Stop me when I lie. I'm getting better at that. Oh, shit. How long if you can't sing along? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Psycho Dave King 9 is trying the same old UPK unpopular kids one-liners with me. And as I've been, as I've seen for the last like 4 fucking years. So I'm like, yeah, you are I don't really call a lot of people this, but you are genuinely retarded. I'm sorry. Go take your pills. Go with the orange ones today. Thank you very much. And you can thank me later. So, I can't add, that's a dude I could absolutely not have on my panel at all. At all. I tried so many times with that guy, and all he does is say, Prime is getting better. I'm gonna bite my tongue on that one. When I say better, I'm talking about like not as much of the racial slurs that I've been seeing out of him prior. We'll see how this goes, of course, down the road. I mean, things could change, but he is pretty bad. He is pretty bad. I'm not saying that there is or isn't hope for this kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's like 30-something years old. 30, was he like 33 or something? 32? I don't know. I don't know which. It doesn't matter. Everybody's 36 on YouTube. I figured that out. So, but I wish I was. But anyways, where was I going with this? I mean, he even made Jamie laugh last time in the shit show. got dropped a few times. Yes, everything is a YouTube criminal conspiracy. Totally, wholeheartedly. It's going to require the work of not just a triple agent. Okay, a triple cheeseburger agent, with everything on it, including bacon, to get the job done for us. Anyways, what did he say? Like 36Q security clearance? Some stupid shit like that. But, so when it comes down to him, he's absolutely a freaking annoying orange. It's not quite like screaming on the panel, like having Rada on there to completely derail it and blast over everybody like he does. Running roughshod and just completely annihilating the panel. I mean, I found, panel was this? I found I think it was, what channel was that? It was No Justice channel. On this No Justice channel, which I had been on in, oh my God, forever. God awful ever. I found like a half-hour cut of ASMR up there. He's on Crafty Cat's panel. And I all but forgot that ASMR and Crafty always bunted heads. Always. And Rick Crude, you couldn't have two more panel monopolizing panel whores as ASMR and Rick Crude on at the same time. And believe it or not, ASMR toppled over Rick Crude. That's a lot to say for that one. And that was 4 years ago, guys. It was 4 freaking years ago. Before he made his reappearance a couple of years ago again for Act 2 of ASMR. Hebrew Hammer knows about that when he came back around. How's the laptop working? That's when he'll never live up, just like the whole... and they can't get this shit right. It's not a freaking skateboard. It is a long... Is that Golden Boy Report dude still in the chat? Are you still out there? Where is that? Where is that wild fox out there? When I need him most to vouch for me on this one, it is not a freaking skateboard. No, and no some more. It is not even a longboard. It's a cruiser board is what the thing is. That's what it is. Jesus Christ be with you, sisters and brothers. So anyways, he's the guy who did, I swear to God, I downloaded that live stream on his old channel, and I just got to find it. I don't know if I did, I hope I did, but he actually dissected all of the receipts of all the parts that I purchased assemble, not manufacture, that longboard 2 years ago. And I still do have the thing, by the way. It's like, okay, so we're gonna double down on Honest Abe, but we're gonna make him, we're gonna basically try to force his hand to show more pictures of that damn thing. No, some more. I already showed pictures of that, multiple pictures of that one. I even put pictures up of the one that I built after it that I paid for completely. That thing cost a whole lot more than the first one did. I spent over $300, or it was right at $300. I think it was like a little over 300 to build that one. And that one is also a cruiser board. So I built 2 of them, not just one of them, 2 of them. And I built that other one in 2020. It was last year. That's when it was. You can't take that 3 terabytes hard drive to prison with you. Oh, them's fighting words. Anytime I get somebody here doing this, multiple federal offenses, including counterfeit coupon and double coupon day. multiple. Just like Mike Cerrone saying that he was he doesn't even understand what the fuck that even means. He doesn't. He doesn't even know what a conservator of the peace is in his own freaking state. I had no clue what a conservator of the peace even was until he brought that up. And I looked it up, and conservators of the peace are not law enforcement officers at all. What they are is they generally work for a private security firm, and then what they do is they have to take this class after they get their armed guard card or license. Means same thing, and they take this additional class. It's like 20 or 30 hours. I don't know what it is. 15. I have no clue. 15 hours, 2 hours. I have 1 light year. I have no clue, and I don't really care. I don't live in that state. But so what they do is they take this class. Then they have to fill out some paperwork with the local police chief of the jurisdiction and the private property, or if it's a government property, either or, just some property that they are assigned to work at doing armed security. Can't be unarmed, it has to be armed. So they do that, okay? They do that. Then, so either the police chief, and if it's not within a city jurisdiction, it's the local county sheriff. And then the local county sheriff or the police chief will then swear them in as what is known as a conservator of the peace in Virginia. Okay? That gets tacked on to their state, security license. It's like an endorsement thingamajigger. It gets added on there, they tack it on there, and it stays there permanently. And yes, it's not indefinite. In other words, it's not forever. It's only during the commission of being a conservator of the peace. So what can a conservator of the peace do in Virginia? They do different functions, but the main function that I have is going to be that I know of is they do get full arrest powers while on duty on the properties that they are there to protect. But it doesn't make them law enforcement officers. No, not according to the statute that I had read. No. I think they can do some kind of like, don't quote me on this, but maybe process paperwork serving or something like that. Something along those lines. So that is what a conservator of the peace is in Virginia. What he had actually done is he was armed security. According to him, at some community college or something like that. But he didn't work for the college. He worked for a private security firm that contracted to the college. So he wouldn't be eligible for the benefits unless there was something in the contract saying, hey, you get our staff, because they're not faculty, benefits or perks. And 9 times out of 10, the answer is usually going to be no. I, on the other hand, worked directly for the university that I did on its police public safety department, and I was eligible for all of the benefits that everybody who was internal staff or faculty received. It was a wonderful perk. Just in my graduate degree alone, we're talking lots and lots and lots and lots of tens of thousands of dollars in tuition that I got for free of charge. All I had to do was pay the admission fee, which was I don't know what it was, it was like $75 or $60. I can't remember what it was. That's all I had to do. And as long as I maintained a C or high average in my grades for each class, well, then guess what? I didn't have to pay a dime for that class. Anything below a C, I would have had to pay for. So thankfully, I maintained all straight A's. That was very nice. Anyways, I'm not sure what statute. Read the statute one time when I was in Rome. The Vatican is like its own planet. It has its own laws, separate from anywhere else around it. if you're talking about any of that. And I don't know anything about that stuff, but nor would I proclaim to. It would be an interesting place to go visit sometime, though, wouldn't it? It actually would. So, anyways, where are we at here? So that's about it for Mike Cerrone. But yeah, he couldn't take not being the prime topic. And I think that's why he can't handle Ladybug, because Ladybug gets up there and just kind of mingles with the panel, the crowd, and, you know, kind of giggly and has fun, and just hangs out, you know. And she kind of toys around with Mike a little bit, but that's not just deserved, right? And he just can't take the fact that you know, all the attention is drawn off of him and then on to her, somebody else, of course. So there's that. Something else I was going to say. Oh, yes. Steph's channel. I guess Vegas Valley put the hammer down on her channel, and she got a copy, or no, I don't know if it was a copyright or if it was a privacy complaint or something like that. I'm not sure which. Or maybe both. You never know, right? Maybe both. So I would envision that channel will be short-lived. I did put a link to that channel on my commute tab in case it goes away. So there is that. Anyways, that's good to know. I don't believe the Dean's List is eligible for master or graduate level degrees, though. I believe that's undergraduate, Nathan. You might want to double check that. And if there is a Dean's List for graduate level, then I would definitely be on that thing because I had all straight A's. So I believe that I did make Dean's List all 3 years in a row. Well, it was technically like 2.5 years. I already had my degree when I went for my bachelor's, but I was added to the Dean's List at my undergraduate university 3 times. So anyways, there you go. But yes, I happily did my graduate work there and got it for free. So let's see, where are we at? I don't know what else to say. Talk about other Bird. You know, he's in those servers. He's in Lucy Diamonds, and he is in the Vegas Valley old server. And he's not saying much in there. I gave him a little. I tagged him in that video short that I made. Did you guys catch that? That was grand. Shout out to the one who cartoonized that picture. I wouldn't show the original picture. Anyways, with that picture, with that digital depiction or cartoonized image, qualify and or quantify as multiple federal offenses too. We'll ask John Hensel about that. Oh, I swear to God, you cannot make this shit up. You just can't. I did not go to a community college for any of my schooling at all. So, no, I went to private, for-profit college. Well, it's very complicated for my bachelor's degree program because the school that I went to was private for-profit most of the duration that I attended school there. And it wasn't until like the very end or like the last semester or something like that it got bought out by another mega a nonprofit religious-based, I think, university system or something like that, and it became a private not-for-profit status. So it's kind of weird. It's hard for me to say that my undergrad school was non-profit because it wasn't. It was profit when I went to school there. And then it was like right when I was wrapping it up, it changed. It flipped over to being a non-profit. And the person that founded that school sold it out to this non-profit. But can't get this. This was a sneaky one. What this guy did, this multimillionaire did, is he got rid of the college. In other words, he sold it off. but he still owned the land that the campus, the buildings, all sat on. There's multiple, brick and mortar campuses. And so there he was still, and he probably still is, sponging up all this money because he owns the land that the buildings sit on. Isn't that, man, I'm telling you. And that's an even longer story that would literally make me go down to like 2 viewers because it's so long, drawn out, and boring. So anyways, I still have my Dean's List certificates from all of that. And that was back when they were still making us buy books for classes. I had, I think, 2 classes that actually used physical books in my graduate studies. All the other shit was digital. It was all digital. You had to have a computer. So, you got to figure I graduated with my undergraduate in the year 2011. And that was right in that transition where we were just being taught how to use a student portal to communicate and to communicate with our students and send messages, to watch instructional videos, to upload assignments for grading. All of this stuff was like literally new at that time. And it was, I will tell you, it was very glitchy. It had lots of errors and issues going on with it. And it made it very annoying. No, once again, I did not attend a community college for any of my education. None. I have taken classes from community colleges as in individual classes, but I did not graduate any of my degrees from a community college. And the one thing I am so annoyed about is everybody keeps mixing me up with a guy known as Sam Hill American, who says he has 2 master degrees in psychology and history or something else. Never did I say I have 2 master degree anything. You guys got to get your shit right. Get it together. It's just like when I first started going live 4 years ago, just about 4 years ago, when everybody, I inherited this just boatload of trolls from a guy known as Evil Abe. Evil Abe's Highway to Hell. And the reason for that is because that guy originally he went by Honest Abe. He was actually PO'd at me at first, thinking I stole his old channel name, not even having a clue who this guy even was. I never even heard of this guy until I started asking, where did all you people come from? I don't know a one of you. You're like going at me over Boyd shit or whatever the hell it is. Listen, it's no different than when I got mixed up with this guy, Tats, trolling the trolls. I mean, I had so many people going at me, like 3 years ago or so. It was like 3 years ago. And people were calling me this human POS, calling me, every name under the sun because of what they said I did at a bar in Missouri. I'm like, what are you guys smoking? I would love to have some. What is this? What are you talking about? Let's start there. And so, and that was a whole to-do. And what had happened is this guy known as STC Media. That's real, original, authentic of you, John. Let me tell you. Whoa, you got me on that one, buddy. I have not heard that one before. Actually, BTC, Bedtime Clown, takes credit for coming up with that one first. So, anyways, let's see here. Where was I at? So, this guy, STC Media, who used to live in Missouri, who later moved to Florida, but at the time he was still living in Missouri, was a friend, and don't even ask me how the connection was made. I guess because of auditing or like auditors, even though Tats was not an auditor, he's a guy that curtailed auditor videos. That's how he got Poor Dirt Farmer all ticked off at him, right? Yes. So this guy Tats knows this guy STC Media, and this STC Media guy was at this bar. and I have the name of it, but I'm not going to put it out there. It's a locally owned bar. Some of the nicest people you'd ever talk to work in that bar, own the owner of that bar. I talked to the assistant manager or manager lady of that bar on the phone about all this. And basically there was this confrontation that happened in the parking lot of this place in Missouri. And it was I forget what town, Springfield or where the hell it was. This has been so long ago. I've got this in my 3 terabyte hard drive at home. So this guy, I guess STC Media pulls out a knife or a dagger or some shit like that, and then ends up getting this physical altercation with this guy who's mad at him for video recording in the parking lot. And then he kind of I don't know how bad he got cut, but he put a cut on the other guy's hand or arm or something like that is what happened. And so long story short, this guy Tats, Trolloting the Trolls, used to use a character, his character channel mascot, known as Honest Abe. It was like this AI image. So shit, don't tell Brian King I said that. AI anything. Artificial intelligence. So basically, so because of this Honest Abe character that Tats is using, and this guy known as the Unforgiven Yuri, who knows, this goes into the military war veteran sector of Stoned Vet and MSG Retired and those kind of guys. So the Unforgiven Yuri knew Lisa B. He knows these guys, and Tats said that he was an Army veteran. He was trained as a combat medic and all this stuff, and he even put out the years he was in it. This is leading up to all of this, and so the Unforgiven Yuri thought that I was Tats, and then everybody else thought I was this guy STC Media, which they mixed up with the character Honest Abe from Tats, thinking that I was the guy that slashed this guy in the arm at this tavern in Missouri. Okay, I've been in the state of Missouri and I've been through it, but I've never stabbed anyone in the arm. I've never stabbed anyone in the arm ever, and I hope to keep it that way. So that's why people were going at me, because of that. And so I finally got on this guy's panel, this Unforgiven Yuri dude, and I'm talking to this dude, and it took a lot of convincing to get this guy to realize that you're not talking to Tats, Trolloting the Trolls. And at that time, you had not We the People Tyrant Wars, but you had their counterparts, the PDF Elves, going after Tats. And what happened is freaking PDF Elves ended up getting a copy of Tats DD-214 discharge document. And then what they did is they put that up on a video thumbnail, which as far as I know is probably still on their channel, their archive channel today, like Tyrant Wars is. And that's when Tats deleted his channel and poof, disappeared. For a while. Tats briefly was on this alt account that he had, but then he wound up deleting that and then disappearing forever. So I have been misidentified as so many people on here. Again, where to start? Because people are stupid and they don't do their homework. And they just assume everything that they hear on the internet, and they don't bother to even get the story straight before they jump to use their, and this is reciting the movie Office Space, jump to conclusions mat. I mean, literally. There would be this mat on the floor, and there'd be different conclusions written on it that you would jump to. And then, of course, the response from the coworkers at Anytech, this is horrible. This is a horrible idea. This idea of yours. This is horrible. That is the worst idea I've ever thought of. And of course, the guy ends up becoming like a multi-bajillionaire over that idea. I think that's great. Rebel is not going to get on my live streams. He just doesn't get on my channel anymore. I don't think he's even subbed to my channel. I don't think he even knows what's going on my channel. I don't think he's watching. It doesn't appear. If he is, I'll tell you this much. He's doing a very good job of masquerading it. But I have not seen any comments. I've not seen him try to go at Blues Eternal live, or Blues Eternal 2, the same guy. I have not seen him make any sort of remarks on like the shit show, or like Brett, or anybody who has like covered him at all. So if he is watching any of our channels, he's doing a damn good job of not acknowledging it, which is not normal for him, at least from what I've known of him for the last like 4 years. He has, however, now that you mention it, mentioned Nemesis's channel. He like John Henzo here, who's obviously still in the chat. They are locked and loaded on that guy's channel. And I don't always catch him every time he goes live, and sometimes he'll go live for 3 or 4 hours, and I'm not there for all of it to see what's going on. A lot of times just stop, say, hey, what's it going? What's up? And then come back later and see what's going on. I do that quite a bit with a lot of channels. Well, Rebel has, I saw somebody make comments saying how they're calling everyone out, saying, how disgusting it was that everybody was making a mockery of all of this, his loss. And, it is his loss. And how, horrible everybody was, just like hate bonding and all of that. And I could see from a point of view, a POV, shout out to the old PBS show, still on the air after all these years, by the way. Another show that I didn't know was still on the air that used to be on PBS, but it's not. It's like on a subscription satellite radio only. And it is called This American Life. I used to listen to all these programs when I used to work like the graveyard shift, and would just be sitting there by myself most of the time, twiddling my thumbs with nothing to do, and getting paid for it, of course, or out, cruising around and air ramps and stuff like that at an airport or whatever, and listening to XM, which is now Sirius XM satellite radio programs. And this is like when YouTube was just getting on its feet. This was back like in 2005, the first like 2000s, the first decade or so. So even before YouTube even first came out, MySpace was still a thing. So, anyways, back to the regular scheduled program. I mean, that's your projection. I mean, if you're tracking everything I do online, I would reverse that, make you draw 4 and change the color to, I don't know, red. Because I love people that get on here and say, all you do is you're on YouTube all day and all night long. Well, can you calculate those hours for me, please? That would be so awesome. Katie's, is that Nicolina? Is that Nicolina in the chat? Is that you? Is that you? I think it is. Good morning. I didn't even notice. I wasn't paying attention that was you. So anyways, I don't know if that's, no, I think that is her, isn't it? But anyways, like, again, he's in for very much of a rude awakening, a lot of hurt. I'm not going to disagree. I'm actually going to agree. Hey, Liliana, I'm going to agree with what, Corrosive Commentary, who loves it when I talk about him. I think anyone talks about him. Who Daily Reminder kicked me off his server earlier this year for no good reason at all, other than it was a cool thing to do. But so be it. We will survive, and don't even try to get me to sing that disco song. I will survive. But anyways, I don't even know the lyrics. But even if I did, I wouldn't sing it. Corrosive is correct when he said that there's nothing anyone out here could possibly do to him, that he's going to be in for a rude awakening and real soon. And I totally agree with that. I totally concur with that. My channel was, even from day one when I first knew who he was, my channel was not about him. That is Nicolina. I thought that was Nicolina. So anyways, shout out. Yeah, Katie, I'll tell you, we gotta talk about her sometime. I gotta bring up some old videos. I got to when she first went live. And there's two people she was going after. What she did when Katie first went live, what she did is she carbon copied COVIDs, whose channel is gone. I think he hit his channel is what he did. It didn't get nuked. At least I don't think it did. Him and Mel, his wife or his fiance, whatever, hid the channel, both their channels. And I saw in her tab that she was going to be deleting her channel, and she may have deleted her channel. I don't know, but I don't think I would not think that he deleted his channel. But I mean, stranger things have happened, guys. I'm just saying. So anyways, Katie first started trashing Rebel, Connie, and me. That's exactly what she did. She was on COVID. She was hanging out on Flying Monkeys. She was hanging out on with Bedtime Clowns channel. Evil Terry was in the mix there. In fact, her very first, I had a couple clips off of her very first live stream. And it was her. Let me see if I get this right. It was her. It was COVIDs. It was BTC, and it was Evil Terry. And that's and then Flying Monkey. Those were the ones that were on our very first live panel, and they were talking shit about me. That's the honest to God's truth. I have that downloaded. It's on my 3 terabyte hard drive, and I just gotta have time to go get it. But with the hours I've been working and no end in sight, don't expect that anytime soon out of me. I'm just saying. I'd love to be able to listen. There's a lot of shit on that hard drive that I could throw up my channel right now and get umpteen zillion views, but I just don't have the time. I mean, I work all the time. I'm usually talking to you guys like when I'm going home from work, like I am now. And that I don't have the time. I mean, I'm lucky if I only work 60 hours a week, and that's been going on for months and months and months and months with no end in sight. In fact, I think the next 2 weeks I'm working more hours. I think like next week I'm working like 70 or 71 or 2 hours, and that's in one stinking week. Your average Joe Blow out there is working 40 hours a week. So I'm literally going to be working 2 entire weeks in one. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the world of Honest Abe. Yes, the paychecks are pretty beefy. I'm not gonna lie, but I have no time to live my life and spend any of it. I'm saving. It's good. I save it. I can't even go to a damn bar. I can't. And I very seldom drink. I would never drink and drive. Never have and never will. But I remember people used to say when the people on my side of YouTube, these people were saying I had my license all suspended. I had this lengthy federal or criminal record of multiple felonies and all kinds of bullshit. And none of that's true. Not a one of it. I've had a driver's license since I was I got my driver's license when I was 17 years old. And I had a workers. I did have a workers permit, but I had a driving permit up until that point. So I was a little late to get my first driver's license. But I've had an active driver's license since I was 17. Do the math. I'm 44 years old today. Never has it been suspended. Never has it been revoked or any of that shit. Any of it. In fact, I have an upgraded driver's license. I do. With some endorsements on it. I do that too. So, with that, it's just, people were so hell-bent on literally trying to stain my name. They were making all kind of shit up. All kind of shit. And hey, I'm not sitting here being a professional victim. I'm just calling it like it is. This is the shit that's gone down with a lot of people out here. A lot of you in the chat can relate to this shit, and we shouldn't have to, but we do. And that's just the grim reality. That's the actual factual, forget the pun, reality of it. But the reason Katie stopped doing panels is because Truthfinder was you know what he was doing her panel? He was porn bombing it. That's what he was doing. Yep, that's exactly what Truth Finder was doing. And it was driving her off the wall. And he was, that was long before the copyright strike wars even got started with him. Him and Brett, it started with those two. It started with Brett and started with Truth Finder UK. And after that, he got me next. That's what happened. That's the honest God's truth. Truth Finder, he went after Brett. I think Brett said he was going to get him, or I don't know if Brett got him in a strike, and then he got him, and then Truth Finder got him, either got him back or he got him first. I don't remember which. This has been a long time ago. I mean, to me. And then he nailed my channel, is what he did. No. I'm wrong. No, he did not get my channel next. This is what he did. He went after Silver Diamond's channel next. That's what he did. And then he gave her 2 strikes. And then he took those strikes away so he could then hit my channel next. Yup, he almost but took my channel down. I shit you not. He took the shit show down of all people. He knocked out the shit show out of orbit for like a month. And then AC recovered and got back. So be as it may, this dude was very effective at what he was doing with Strikeworth. There is no question about it. None there whatsoever. He had Katie on a limb. He literally did. She was so paranoid to let anybody on her panel because of him. And that is no lie. That is no lie. So, I couldn't tell you. I knew all about Katie before she even started coming around the bend and all these other areas. There's nothing you couldn't tell me about her. The shit she likes to pull. And what she absolutely does is she's one of these little sneaky ones, very conniving, very vindictive, and she'll sit here behind the scenes and do her dirty work and try to get doxes and all kinds of shit on all kinds of dirt on people. And then she'll later deny it. And even when the DMs of that shit was coming out, she still deny it. So Nicolina was in here, and I seen her community tab a couple weeks ago, where Katie's talking about her ex-boyfriend or whatever. Yeah, boyfriend taking down her channel. We all know who that is. That's a guy who has no channel and has no audience of himself now. None. The only audience he has is on Steph's backup channel, her original backup channel, which the way that one's going is probably not going to be around that much longer, the way it's looking. If I were to hedge my bets, I would say sooner than later, the way that one's going. So there is that. But, this dude, he is scared shitless to get himself back on YouTube again. He knows if he makes himself another channel, I wonder if this dude's like IP ban or some shit like that. That dude I swear to God, between Rick Crude and Tyrant Bird, who both share a lot of similarities on YouTube with the kind of shit they do and say. They try to pull with people. One big thing that them two got in common y'all need to know about. And what that is this. Both of them have lost multiple channels. Multiple. Bird had 2 channels the last I knew. And they were over 1,000, over 1,000 subs per each one. And he lost them both. Those were he has one last channel. That was the one last channel. And it done got nuked twice. That was a twofer, man. That was a skipping stone, let me tell you. That channel got took down when Joey gave him a copyright strike, and he was already sitting on 2 of them. Then, a couple days later, he was bragging about getting his channel back again. Then, a week or so later, boom, gone again, and has not been back since. That is freaking hilarious. I mean, come on, really? How are you winning? Once again, I will eat my own words in this one, because I'm going to tell you something, y'all. When my channel got dug down, and I got that channel back again about a half a year later, you did not see me sitting there bragging about losing that channel, declaring myself, and this is what I love people do. When people declare themselves the winners, the victors, Of what? I don't know. I'm going to tell y'all, there is no winning out here on anything at freaking all. None of this shit. None of this shit's even going to matter in 5 or 10 years. Probably give it 10 years. None of it's even going to matter. None of it's going to matter. I'm sure there'll be some like super merger with like YouTube, some monopoly. Google's got it now, which is a major Fortune 500. Either Google's going to keep growing, and they're gonna inherit all the other media platforms that are left. They're gonna just garble them right up, or there will be another mega giant merger that's gonna buy out Google, and then there you go. So, I do not envision YouTube being what it is. I think Conan O'Brien, of all people, got it right in the year 2009 when he said, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook will join to form one super time-wasting machine known as UTwitface. In the year 3000! Remember that? In the year 3000! I remember that. Those are some oldies but goodies, and that was that. They were basically was that movie was in the year 2001, but they were obviously making fun of. But Strike Wars. Nobody wins in Strike Wars. When a channel goes down, you lose all of that content, all of it. If you want to replay, a lot of people like restream, and they go over, people's lives and shit like that. Unless you download that it's gone. It is history. It is gone. Just like all those old comments that I made, going back 3-4 years ago, are gone. Either or when I was on panels, gone. Unless you downloaded it, you clipped it, it's gone. It's history. It's lost in cyberspace. Like little neutrons, protons, and atoms. That's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. And just like when I used to get timed out and shit in the chats, man, back in the day, and that whoever said it is back in the heyday, Zero, I'm going to do a panel about 5 days from now. You better show up. I want to talk to you. This Zero gets mad at me he just gets raging mad at me for no reason. Flaming mad. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I don't even hardly get on this thing anymore. Do I? Unless I'm usually just over here on my own channel, minding my own business, doing my thing, offering commentary, and just having a good time. And then Zero gets mad. And he gets on some other channel, and I just pop in the chat, and he gets all mad. And starts lashing out, claw. He's hissing at me. The claws are coming out. It's like, damn, dude, what I did to you? And then some other time, he's all chill and stuff like that. So I don't know, Zero. I don't know what's going on in your life, but whatever it is, make it a damn good one. Make it a double. On me. Whatever. But, again, that's why y'all don't see me on Lisa B's panels no more. I don't have any vices with real Lisa other than the fact that all she does is she drops me and has Rick Crude on there, and he just lets him just run his mouth a million miles a minute for over an hour. Oh, he just completely takes over the entire show. And I just suddenly said, fuck this. I'm not doing this anymore. That's why I don't get on there. That's not just her channel either. It's not just her channel. It's a lot of these channels that were doing that. I stopped getting on COVID's channel a year ago, and for the same thing, the same exact reason. I'm not going to play these little troll games where you bring me up and you mute me and you throw me in the basement. Fuck that shit. We're not doing that anymore. I'm done with that. So if that's what you're going to do, then fine. I'll stop on your chat if I don't get wiped out by some feelings police mod in there or some shit like that, or what the fuck ever. I'm not doing it no more. We're done. Game over. I got my own channel here. I can go live on here anytime I want. I could do a panel anytime I want. And I'll tell you, I ain't gonna kick. I'm not kick. I'll kick myself off if I want to kick myself off. And I do not like kicking off my panel guests. Very seldom have I ever done that. And the only reason I've ever done that is because obviously Prime getting on here doing his thing. Or it's going to be, somebody's on my panel and they will not shut the fuck up. And I'm like, dude, can I get one word in edgewise here on my show? And then I'll get like a couple people in the panel and they'll try this gay ass, they'll try tag team trolling me or trying to gaslight me. Gosh darn panel. I'm getting better at this. I am getting better at this. And I'm like, we're not doing that either. We've done this time and time before again. I'm sorry. This is Make YouTube Great Again 2026, not bad. We're not doing 2024 in 26. This is a whole new beginning, a whole new horizon. And just, no, I'm not doing that. I just want to, if I get on a panel, I'm going to get on there. I'm just going to get on. I want to have fun. I don't want to relive, Abe with the fake cop, Abe with Smiles Basement, the same bullshit. We're done with it. Or like, Abe, he's got an Uzi, woo. I'm like, this, God, get a grip on yourselves. Okay? Find something productive to do with your time other than talking about me. I'm flattered that people would still want to do that, but it's the same regurgitated, recycled, just complete waste of utter time as it was when that all started. And the person that started, it's not even alive anymore to begin with. They have since passed on. And that's the honest to God's truth of it. Oh, I love that. Abe's, what is it called? Abe's, not crashing out. I'm just getting my second wind. I've been up for like 16 hours and I'm just getting started. Trust me. I love it when people project, like, hey, there he is. Oh, he's completely losing his marbles. He's going bonkers. I'm having the time of my freaking life right now. I'm having a ball, an absolute blast. And if I was not having fun, I would not be here right now. So there is that. And that's just it. Now, as far as, like, me going, when I do panels and things like, y'all know, I used to do a scheduled panel show twice a week, when I first started doing it. And it was pretty tacky, pretty cheesy, but people came around. It's like I described last time. When you first go live, or for people in a new community, or what the fuck ever, first learn about you, it's literally like a brand new McDonald's or a Taco Bell going up. We all know what the food tastes the same, no matter where you go, depending on how fresh the food is or isn't, right? How long is that shit been sitting on the warmer, right? Well, that. What I'm trying to say is, everybody knows what to expect when they go to a big franchise like McDonald's or Taco Bell. It's all the same. Burger King, I don't care. I used to like Hardee's. You don't see those around anymore either. They filed bankruptcy and shit. It's just sad. Just sad. Arby's is kind of hard to find now. KFC? Everybody needs a little KFC. Popcorn chicken buckets and their damn good biscuits and mashed potatoes. Now you're talking a language I speak when it comes to food. Let me tell you. But those places are hard to find now. They're very sparse. But what I'm getting at here is, like, everybody knows what to expect when they go to places like that. But the thing about that is everyone has to try it at least one time. And that's just the way it is. Everybody's got to go try it, flavor it at least once. And that's kind of what I experienced when I first went live. And in the course of time, I would do more sporadic panels where they weren't set in stone. We're going to go live on Saturdays and Sundays only, because that worked well with my work schedule at the time. And now I work, my hours, my days are all over the map. It's pretty crazy, pretty hectic. And so I could just schedule live just on the fly and just go live and kick it. And if I want to do a panel, I'm going to do a panel. I do want to do a panel. I genuinely do. I haven't done one. I did one like a couple of weeks ago or something like that. But it was like 3 in the morning. You're not going to get a lot of people on at 3 in the morning unless you've already been live for the last like 4 freaking hours. It's just not going to be. And that's just the way it is. So, anyways, do I work? Abe works at USPS. Perfectamundo. This is so funny. Anyways, keep me laughing, John. Keep me laughing. But again, I'm not the one that obsessed about one guy on YouTube for 3 years. That was those people. And they had nothing, and they still have nothing in common as far as I'm concerned. And just hurling like insults at people on the fly really takes a lot of intellect and skill, let me tell you. I mean, especially when you're copycatting shit other people have already been throwing out at you for how many umpteen freaking years. Same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Broken records, echo chambers, echo of each other. And it's just like, oh yeah, that's a new. This is like John Henzo. I had not heard that before. That was a new one. Woo! It's a good thing I was sitting down with that when you fired that torpedo. Let me tell you. It's like playing. It was like playing Battleship. Only you keep striking the same ship over. The ship's already been sunk. Okay, you hit it with 4. There was the red and the white torpedoes. You remember that? And was it the red or the white ones that were like stronger? No, that was one team. One team had one color, the other team had the other one. That's how it went down. So like you have literally it took so many torpedoes to sink so many size Navy ships and stuff like carriers and all kinds of things. So it's like you've already sunk that ship. There's like 5 other ships that you got to go at to win this game. And you just keep firing the same freaking torpedoes at the same fucking ship over and over and over and over and over again, thinking you're going to win this game, and you're just not. You're just not. Sorry. Do not pass go, collect $5. Go straight to jail and draw a orange card from the community chest. Or is it yellow now? I haven't played that game in some years. I don't recall. I don't know. But you catch my drift on this one, right? So this leaves me with there's 21 people in here. Y'all missed out on some fun, some serious fun. Go back on the chat replay on this one, and that's it. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Triggered. Yes, I love it when people like to project what other people are emotionally feeling at the moment in time on a freaking video platform. I'm absolutely. Would you prefer that I talk like what's her name, Darth Rose 21843, and just talk, have this gravelly monotone voice, and just sort of talk like this, and I just going to sit here and I'm going to narrate something about Honest Abe, and I'm talking about Stabby Shade and Lady Diana 49. Those are the 3 people. Those are my moops, and those are the 3 people that I sit here and I talk. Would you rather I talk in that tone of voice instead? I mean, literally. Seriously. I mean, hello? Anybody home? I love that. I love the projection. I do. I absolutely love it. I do. Please keep them coming. But, even Prime will occasionally, although it's pretty rare, okay, like with me, Prime will come up with some new ones. And some new zingers to go with. And he will surprise the living hell out of me once in a blue moon. And I'm like, wow, where did that come from? You know what I mean? Oh, shit. I tell you. Well, John, if I go to live and do a panel and I put the link out there, are you going to come up and talk to me? If I could get you and I could get Sweet So Delicious, who must be on their union break, that we're going to declare a frickin' YouTube holiday. That's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. My Uzi is 24 karat gold plated with those little plastic bling diamonds stuck on it. Little plastic rubies and emeralds and diamonds and all of that. The Tommy gun will be in next week. So that's on next week's plate. So I got real guns, not old rusty relics from like Dick Tracy era, like Rick Rude has. Things so rusted out they're not even considered weaped guns anymore. they're just rusty paperweights. Rusted out paperweights. Oh shit. You can't make this stuff up. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay. So let's read this one. On April, and then I gotta get out of here just a minute here, guys, okay? I'll read this and then I'll talk a minute to my friend John here. On April 26th, a major federal investigation was launched after a fully automatic 9mm Israeli IMI Uzi submachine gun valued at $25,000 vanished from the United States Postal Service facility. I did not know that. What I do know is that the Dillinger gang robbed a police station in one of my some of my relatives' hometown in Indiana. And shout out to CC Truck 17, by the way, who still hasn't given me my ultimatum. I'm still waiting for that. We'll go on waiting forever. They robbed the police station at gunpoint, and they stole 2 of their Tommy guns, which have never been recovered to this day, as far as I know. Isn't that crazy? Wow. I mean, try that today. I mean, if the cops are using Tommy guns today, we're all in trouble. I mean, those things just sprayed bullets. That's what they did. Not a very accurate gun, but man, they're so cool looking in the old movies, with the old mobsters and muscle cars and all that. Seeing them lugging around a Tommy gun in like a violin case, where they're black suits and top hats and sunglasses and all that. Just the typical stereotype of somebody would have one of those kind of guns. Oh shit. But anyways, let's see. So John, we had talked about before, and I was talking to my community tab. I know that I get that you and Nemesis have a lot of issues going on, a lot of issues with each other. But that's a battle for you guys to work out. I don't know the half of it. I remember you talking to me about why you got mad at him. But you're on my channel. I mean, this is me. I speak for me. This is not Nemesis's channel. This is not Lady Diana 49's channel. This is not Rick Rude. Oh, thank God it's not Rick Rude's channel. I mean, I would just drag this shit out back and take it out of its old misery like old Yeller if this was his channel. Swear to God. Or just watch it get nuked in due time like all the other ones did. And I'm sure the current one he has now eventually, because he can't follow the rules and he's too dumb to realize that a lot of the content that he puts out on his videos, Google scans our channels periodically. Did you guys know that? I mean, I have had Google take knockout videos of mine that are 4 years old and say this video is not to the standards of the terms of service of YouTube, and we have removed it, but we've not given you a strike, but we're just letting you know that this video that you have on private does not conform to the standards of our terms of services and our community guidelines and all this bullshit. I'm like, dude, if this video did not meet your whatever it is, And it's been videos I completely forgot about. Have been gone for like 4 years, and your AI, don't tell Brian King I said that, just picked up on whatever it is you don't like about that video now. Where were you 4 years ago when that video was first made? And it was public then. Freaking nincompoop. Now these people are just, where do they come from? Anyways, where do they go? Don't ask me. Don't want to know. Don't care. But no, that has definitely happened to me before. Yes, it has. Where I've had them knock out a video, but not give me a strike. I've been very fortunate in that regard, but I'm just simply saying, guys like Rick are too dumb to realize that it's not always somebody taking his channels down in his video content. It's the kind of crap content, the kind of rubbish that he pumps out on his channels when he's doxing people and making threats against people and saying things you can't do that on television. You know, that kind of shit. That widely, I believe, is what is the root of him losing his channels. The other reason he was losing his channels is when you get banned off of YouTube and then you make another channel or you start using a backup channel that goes back to your name, phone number, whatever it is. You know, YouTube, it might take them a while to link your current channel with the one that you got nuked, and then they'll take that channel down by default. They'll take it down because they linked it to your old channel, and down, you know, off, your battleship is sunk, and that's just how they roll, man. That's how they do it. The only way you're going to get around that is to make a channel and not have it come back to you, and don't use your phone number. Have like a different phone number to turn on the like the features to go live and have a community tab and all of that kind of shit. That's the only foolproof way that you're going to possibly avoid losing a channel, you know, when you've lost another channel. And it's just how they play. You know, Discord links your IP when you log in and shit like that. It'll go, this device has been detected logging into a different router than before, and then go to your emails and click this link and confirm it's really you. Well, you know, Google's not there yet with YouTube, but they will be in due time. I am rest assured. I'm sure they will. I am absolutely sure they will. And people that are like completely like I was banned from YouTube for 6 months, and I recovered that channel. I got it back. But my point is, and that's very rare. Listen, what I did, I got bragging rights to say this. Right, 420 Moon? I haven't seen you on my channel in a minute. It's been a while. I thought you was mad at me. Anyways, how you doing? But it's just, y'all, they're always thinking of new, innovative ways to improve, in their eyes, this platform. And they're coming out with new shit all the time. Every year they add some shit to the TOS, and it gets buried in there, forgotten about in the course of time. People forget about it, and then they wind up, you know, accidentally breaking it, and they get stung for it. Hi, Sammy, V8W4R. All we have is hashtags in the chat now. We don't have the original channel names. But actually, I think that's a good thing because of all the sock accounts that are the nefarious sock accounts that do negative, bad shit to people, or try to anyway. I had, oh my god, oodles of sock accounts made about me, and people doing all kind of shit out here. All kind of shit. There's 21 people out here watching me right now. Makes me not want to end this thing, but all good things must come to an end. You guys know how it works out here at the Honest Abe Home Shopping Network. But again, y'all got to pay attention to this shit. And there's a reason why this stuff happens. It's the reason why it happens. It happens. So, like, people keep saying wrenches. Y'all notice there's no more wrenches. They changed it to a shield. It's now a shield. It's not a wrench anymore. Can I get a shield? It reminds me of that show. What is it called? The freaking Traitors. The Traitors. That show. When you get a shield and you can't get killed, you know? Yeah, that. So yes, their shields is what they are now. By the way, there's one word that you can type in the chat and it'll always get blocked, at least it does with me. And if you type in the word atom bomb or atomic bomb, it will not let you do that. At least it won't let me. It blocks it every freaking time. And no matter where I go. It's not like, see, right now somebody made 2 comments and it says this message is held for review. View message. There it is. Finally alive. Oh, are you? Oh, are you really? Okay. Hold up a minute. Hold up a second here. I am so fucking glad that we are not hearing about the Hebrew Stabby laptop thing anymore. I mean, y'all go back in time to about 3.5 years ago. Well, that's because you got a wrench. But, or no, it's not nuclear bomb, it's atom bomb. It's atomic. Did I say nuke? No, atomic. Type that word in the chat right now, if you would, please. Atom bomb or atomic bomb. See if you can get it to stick. It always blocks it everywhere I go. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. A lot of you don't know, there is such a thing as shadow banning. Yes, there is. It happened to me one time, and one time only. I was on an alt account. This was a couple of years ago. And what they did to me is they shadow banned me on every channel that exists. So, like, I would be able to type in a couple of words, and it would actually post in the chat. And then after that, it was all of my comments were invisible, no matter where I went. And it was not the channel owners, it was not the hosts that I was blocking. They were blocking me. It was me being shadow banned from YouTube, not banned. It's like they call it like a shadow ban, where your channel's still there, it's not gone, but your comments, whether you got a mod in anyone's chat or not, don't matter. And I will tell y'all, I every single day I tested the waters on that on my main channel with it, and I would leave a comment in the community tab, and it took exactly 31 days plus one. So like on the 32nd day is when I was able to start making comments all over the place again. So yes, you can get shadow banned on YouTube. Yes, you can. And it's I don't know how exactly what their whole like mechanism is, how they do that, but it can happen to you. Yes, abso-freaking-lutely. And it's annoying as all hell. It sucks. So I haven't seen anyone type the word atom bomb in the chat yet. So give it a go, give it a try, type it in there, and see if somebody try it. Has anybody tried it yet? See, I'm sitting here live with 18 people in here, doing a solo mono stream in the most annoying mode possible. You typed it? Well, I did not see it. If you typed it, held for review. Okay, no, that's okay. No, I did not see it. It did not show up. If you typed in atom bomb or atomic bomb in my chat, it is not there now. It's gone. So, anyways, my pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Stick around a while. Actually, I got to get out of here in just a minute. But this has been fun. I've enjoyed this. Y'all make this show possible. What it is, and I'm using the bare bones YouTube. And the reason I'm not using StreamYard, I'm not using Prism with my little mohawk character dude in the leather jacket and the rocking them Oakley sunglasses or whatever they are, is because it eats up too much bandwidth. It just eats it. It just devours it. And all I'll do is sit here and go, I'll be like R2-D2 on my own freaking show, man. I'll be sitting here all chopped up, and y'all won't hear a thing I said. It's like a coded message. Drink more Ovaltine, please. Shout out to 567 Abe Diner. Anyways, I mean, it is what it is. So, anyways, fall to your face again? What does that mean? Anyways, that comment was able to get posted. It says, do you remember the atomic bomb Gobblestoppers, the red one? Oh, yes, I remember Gobstoppers. Oh, shoot, I had a whole jar of them things, the green ones. Man, those, oh my God, those things were, whoa! I do remember those. Yes, I do. Those things were awesome, man. Those were awesome. Anyways, my favorite fruit snacks were like Fruit Gushers when they first come out. When I was a little kid in like 1991, and they had Gushin' Grape and Strawberry Splash, and then they had like Wild Cherry. You guys remember that? And then Watermelon came after that, by like the mid 90s. But the original like Gushers were like, they were shaped like a drop, like a water drop thing, and they were like more whole. You know, they were so dang good. And the closest I have gotten to that flavor is they have these sour grape ones that come out around Halloween time, and it's only seasonal. It's only seasonal. So they come out in like September, and they're around until after Halloween, and then boom, they cut it off at the knee. It's done, one and done. And they're nowhere near the original grape flavor I loved, but they're close as you're gonna get, and they have a little sour kick to them, just a little, not much, but just enough. And I do like them very much. Another thing I like are those new Nerd gummies. Have you tried those things? Oh my freaking God, are they good? Oh, I can't. Because you can't stop popping them things, and you know, you all the sugar up in them things. You don't want to eat too much of them. You know what I mean? You just don't. But people like to latch on to shit out here, and they just keep it going and going and going, and they just kill it. I mean, they don't just bury it with a hatchet; they bury the hatchet right along with it. I'm telling you. I mean, it's like, my God, man, my God, I'm actually almost blessed that there's been sort of like some community mergers out here, just so we can get some new shit. You know what I mean? Just something new, something different for a change. I haven't had a Hot Pocket since like 1999 or something, probably even longer than that. I was in high school. I can't stand them things. I don't know what they taste like today, but they were disgusting back then. Horrible aftertaste. And that was after baking those things, not nuking them in the microwave. So I cannot do that. I would do, I can make my own little bagel bites, and things like that. Those are always good. I just make my homemade pizza, y'all. I'll do like the pie crust, homemade pizza and all that. And, you know, I'll just do it that way, man. I love pizza, but it doesn't necessarily love me. So, in other words, I gotta resort to like imitation cheese and things like that. I'm not gonna die if I eat cheese, but if I eat too much of it, I'm gonna regret it later. It's gonna be a very bad few days for me, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yes, I have a little bit of lactose intolerance, and I've been that way since I was like in my 20s. So, you know, ice cream, it's not going to happen. I could make it. I love ice cream. Do not get me wrong. But, you know, I mean, I'd be damned if I'm going to go spend like $15 on a gallon of frickin' like the fake ice cream, the non-dairy ice cream. It's good too. I'm not going to lie. It's good too. But I'm not going to go out there and spend that kind of, just to have like a little thing. No, man, screw that. That's not going to happen. I'll just go eat a donut. Screw that. I'm not going to donut or a brownie. If I want dessert, man, I'll go get a whatchamacallit, $100,000. You like them candy bars? They're good stuff, man. I'm telling you. And I never, one thing, I never understood is why on God's earth would you eat Three Musketeers when you can go and get you a Mars bar, man? All it is a Three Musketeers of caramel. And you notice the chocolate shell is a lot thicker on the top of it, because obviously they have to like cushion that caramel so it doesn't like it's smashed or whatever. It is so good. Good. So a candy bar any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Hell yeah. Shout out to candy bars everywhere. But obviously, like anything else, in moderation. Do you guys like my cooking program? We're not ending this. Yes, we are going to end this because I'm gonna go 5 more minutes. Then I've got to get out. There's like 19 people in here. Y'all know I am the AM shift. I'm the early AM shift out here. And it's by mere coincidence because I'm driving home from work and all this other shit. And this is exactly why I stayed live right here. This is the reason. It's because of people like Triple A that so eloquently say "shut up, Abe." ... in the chat. And this is another person I see in these Discord VCs all the flipping time, all the time. But I don't. I know I have talked to you in VC, but it's had to have been at least a couple years ago. Now, another dude I know who disappeared, who I don't hear anyone even mention anymore. Do you guys remember the guy Joey Samuel? Do you guys remember him? He's the guy that had the avatar. Was that really him in his avatar? I thought it was. He's wearing like a football jersey, and he's like standing in a shopping mall, like food court or somewhere like that, in his picture. Do you guys remember that guy? I actually talked to that guy, as rare as it was in VC once, one time only, and he was not too thrilled to talk to me, but he did talk to me for a few minutes, and I'll give him that. He disappeared. So did that Dave Peterson guy. He's gone. He had that kind of like green truck avatar. And I was just curious if that guy's channel is even still around. And his channel is still around, man. Because on one of my other channels, I'm subbed to him. And yes, he's got no content on there. Like shout out to CC Truck 17. Y'all know I was CC Truck 17's. What was I? I was like his 26th. I was his 26th sub on his channel. I'm still subbed to that guy's channel. He's got some great content on that channel. I did not know a thing about this dude. He comes to the 90-day wonder community, is what he does, and he is active in these Discord servers. And I have seen him on YouTube, but he got angry and blocked me. Why the hell do people block people? I don't understand this. I get blocking somebody that's like making threats to like blow your house up and and go Rambo on you or some shit like that. I mean, not to name any names, like Recruit or any of them kind of people. I mean, I totally get that, but something like that. But why block somebody just because you don't like them? I mean, that's not an e-thug move if I do say so myself. It's not. I don't get why people do that shit. Do you? Crafty Cat, can you fill the blanks on this one? That was your panel I shared from 4 years ago with ASMR and Rick Root on there. I looked at the comments. That video come off of No Justice's channel. And somebody made a comment in there, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I had to screenshot it. It's a 4-year-old comment, and what they did is they said, OMFG, oh my effing God, and then they put in there, this guy was the I know you are, but what am I, child, or something like that of YouTube panels. But yes, it's ASMR. When he was on the old Tonic and Sales, he was on. Where else would he go? He would get on Hebrew Operator. He would get on his channel. He would get on. He got on Spit Cup. He got on that channel. But Jamie's the kind of guy who's that ain't gonna happen. But he tried. He did try to overpower and completely take over that guy's show, and it just didn't work out in his favor. He tried taking out Tonic. I think he got tired of him. I don't blame him. I mean, if you got a show laid out for people and you get ASMR trying to completely redirect the entire thing, and talk about all of his arch enemies, which is I'm sure his ever growing list. I get it. You're gonna get like come on, dude, what the fuck, WTF? I'm trying to run a show here, and here you are once again, completely derailing it and making it about you. That's when that's when you can legitimately say making it all about you. You really can. Who was the other channel that guy? He would get on. He get on your channel, Crafty. But all them channels that do not bring back that guy. That guy is. He said that he went to law school and just never graduated. I would be stunned at that. He said that in a clip I watched on somebody's panel, he said that a good lawyer never asks questions they don't know the answers to. That's not true either. I mean, what do you call a motion for discovery? That's lawyers ask questions all the time when they're interviewing a witness and they're trying to discover what they know or don't know about something and put the pieces of the puzzle together. Then yes, they will ask questions that they don't know the answers to. That makes no sense at all. Judges do that too. Don't you worry about no judge now. That's from I stole that punchline from one of my favorite movies, by the way. But he was fine. I had no problem with him at first, but he just turned on me, and he did. And then he tried to. He did. He actually succeeded at it. Sabotaging my server by telling everybody that it was going to get nuked in 48 hours and abandon ship. Now, that's one thing that I am going to give a shout out to Corrosive Commentary, aka Public Occultus. Public Occultus just doesn't sound right. I wish he would change that channel name back to Corrosive Commentary. I like that, just sounds better. The ring of that sounds better. But it's his channel, he can do what he wants with it. But who loves it when I talk about him. Corrosive Commentary, he did, daily reminder, although he did kick me out of his server, because it was the cool thing to do, by the way. But just like Harry Balls kept kicking me out of the Masshole server over and over again. But Corrosive did do a lot to help my server, and I do have to acknowledge that. I told y'all, I do give credit where credit is due. And when I gave ASMR an admin access to my server, all freaking hell broke loose. All hell. And he was timing everybody out. He would kick people from the VCs, like Corrosive, because unbeknownst to me at the time, when you're an admin, you can time out and kick out other admins and shit like that. It's insane. It's not like YouTube at all. And Corrosive warned me about that. He's like you need to take that away right now, and he was absolutely right. So I do give credit. I am going to give him that one up. Yes, and I did not listen to him the first, second, or third time around, and what have you. But it is what it is. It was what it was. But no, I mean, if you got him in your server as an admin, you should definitely count your blessings. I will give him that. Even though, by the way, daily reminder, he did kick me out of his server earlier this year because it was the cool thing to do. But anyways, Sweet, is Sweet out here right now? Is she out here? Oh yes, she is. How you doing, Sweet? Sweet kicked some serious ass last night up there on panel on Vegas Valleys. She kicked some ass, man. Shout out to her. I mean, she laid it out. She eloquently laid that out piece by piece, step by step, in chronological order of what Bird, the kind of the shit he pulled with her when all of that began. And shout out to the replay crew on that one. Even if you don't like Joey's channel, you don't like him, you need to go back and watch that part at least when Sweet gets up on that panel, man. And Mike, Mike got frustrated in the chat because it drew all the attention away from his usual bullshit and brought it on to someone who's actually speaking intelligently. Unlike him, meaning Mike Cerrone up on that panel. And so that was awesome. And you definitely got one up in my book. Cancel Mike Cerrone. Hell yeah, baby. That guy is he's horrid. He's just horrid, putrid. He's horrible. Just horrible. I mean, I don't like that Combat Wombat guy myself for my own reasons, because he tried to pull some shit with me. I've talked about that before, but that's back when when I got on Late Night Mr. P's panel, and he tried trolling me over that shit, and he didn't realize that Mike, the other Mike P, late night Mike Mr. P, that dude didn't even have he had a channel, but he had nothing on it when I first got to know him. I got to know him before he was doing anything live, anything on YouTube. But so, him and I go back a ways, and he knows this. So here's this dumbass dotard coming around like Combat Wombat, and he's trying his damnedest to gaslight me and shit like that. And him and I had it out in a Discord server. I don't even remember which one it was. It doesn't mean mad. I don't even care anymore. But he just kind of like irritated me because he thought he was gonna pull like a Mike Cerrone or some shit like that. I mean, like, dude, you gotta get way early in the morning if you're gonna pull something like that on me, dude. I'm telling you right now. I ain't no Mike Cerrone. I've known Mr. P longer than all y'all combined. All of y'all, except for a very small handful of few. I'm not the first one to get to know him, but I'm one of the earlier ones to get to know him, yes. Same thing for Lisa B. I knew Lisa B before her channel was a big thing at all. Before anyone ASMR, anybody off of the shit show, anybody come up on that channel, any of them people. I knew her long before that. I was not her first mod. No, I never said I was her first mod. What I said is I was one of her earlier mods. One of her earlier mods, or earliest. I know, like News Now Preston, Trunk Monkey, those kind of guys they were mods long before me. And the reason she pulled my wrench prior to the Black Thorn 21843 era, before we were blessed with her presence on YouTube. Excuse me, I'm trying to hold that one in for a second. Was Rick Crude. What he was doing is Virgo Triad in Kimball's was up on her panel one night, and Rick Crude made death threats against Virgo Triad. He was threatening to do something to her. I'm not even going to repeat on here. And so what I went and did is I timed his ass out for 24 hours for doing that. I'm like, dude, you didn't come up in here and threaten these women. You ain't nobody. And I timed his ass out. And then he cried to Lisa, is what he did. He ran to her and he told her that I blocked his dumbass. But he's too stupid to realize that all I went and did is timed his ass out for making death threats. That's why I lost my wrench. It had nothing to do with, I'm going to be nice here, Black Rose 21843. She wasn't even around. She was over hanging out on Huckleberry's channel at the time. She wasn't hanging out on Lisa B's at that time yet. No. And one thing about people like her that I just can't stand is they think that they're the encyclopedias, the World Book sets. Remember those guys? Remember those back in the day? Oh yeah! Shout out to Britannica everywhere. Them things are so expensive that there was two sets of those in the school library, and we couldn't take them home. We couldn't even take them to those things. You had to sign out for them, and they had to stay in the library. You had to the librarian would sit there and watch you like a hawk to make sure you turned in the letter Q, because each encyclopedia had its own set of the alphabet, right? See, and then there was World Books too. But what I'm driving at here is people like that they can't get shit right because they're going to people that don't know the lore, or they know some of the lore, or maybe they know it, but they're only telling you what they want you to hear about it. And those are the kind of people I can't stand. It's when they can't get it right. Queen Wasp is in the house. I've been sitting alive for almost 2 hours, sitting here waiting for you to come up in my chat. Anyway, good morning to you. They are. I wish mine would bring babies out, but I'm dealing with the baby, so I know you have. I get you. I haven't seen you go live in a while. You got to go live. Good morning to you. Good morning. I've known Queen Wasp a minute. I've known her. Let's see. How long has it been now? Like 3 years, something like that. But yes, Lisa B pulled my wrench because I was defending Virgo Triad, as I would for anybody else up on that panel that he was making death threats to. Hello? I mean, what is wrong with people? So, that was, again, way before her time. And I haven't seen her in my chat this morning, but TOS, name withheld, I found a video, God bless her, I found a video on her channel from 3 years ago, and this is on my other channel, see? And guess who's up on that panel? Black Rose is up on that panel. And I for a minute there, I'm thinking it was I thought it was like Tonics. I thought it was Bedtime Clowns. I didn't know whose panel it was. And then I'm sitting there watching, going like, wait a minute, that's not their channel. That's me. That's my channel. TOS, for whatever reason, clipped that off of my old channel. And I still have that. I still do. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane? And I shared that video in my community tab to prove that Black Rose was lying when she said that whenever she got up on my panel, that I would kick her and mute her. The same shit she did to me. And I'm like, no. That I'm calling that one for what it is. Every time it's complete opposite. Every time her or BTC or Flying Monkey or any of these people got up on my panel, they were able to say whatever they wanted to. And they were not muted. They did not get thrown in the basement. They were allowed to sit there and on my panel as long as they wanted to. I didn't put any constraints on them. There was no time limits. There was no stipulations. There was no, I scratched my, let's see, you scratch my back and, no, wait, I'm a little dyslexic. I scratch your back and then you stab mine. Well, it was more like that. Yeah, you stab mine. Excuse me, before you leave, will you please take this knife out of my back, will you, please? I have a feeling you'll be needing it later. I had that poster, by the way. So, six banger. I love saying that. There's 24 people up in my crib here. My crib, up in the house. What is so interesting about Honest Abe? I think it's because I'm fun. I'm a fun guy, right? I'm a fun guy to hang around. And I appreciate y'all so very much for coming around my channel. I do. We have so many good times together. But I do got to do a panel And I am going to do a panel, but it's going to be like 5 days because I'm working a stretch of the next 5 days at 12 hours. So this is one of those, another, again, 60-hour work weeks. And next week's going to be a 70-hour work week. If I don't hit 70, I mean, that's it. I'm tossing the towel in. We're done with this. It's game over. Speaking of game over, where is that guy been? I've seen him make a few videos here and there, but I have not seen him around. I haven't seen him around. That guy was golden on that shit show. He needs to get back on there again. Just like Evil Terry was with Brett until he had his complete meltdown and went through all that. And, listen, I get it. Life comes, shit happens, bad things happen in life. They do. And it is what it is. You just deal with it. And we all deal with it. And it sucks sometimes. But we just, you come out smelling like, come out smelling like a rose. Some shit like that. But, it's like, some of these people from my old side of the street have been hanging out on channels that I all but forgot about. Totally, almost forgot about, because they're just like really, they're channels that never go live. They go like months and months and months and months on end, not putting any content out. Half of them don't even have a community tab. There's just like nothing going on. And I'm like, why are y'all hanging out over on these channels that I don't even like monitor no more, and never really did from the beginning because there's like nothing on them, or hardly at all or anything. But y'all are hanging out over there. Why are you hanging over there? Why don't you come over here? Better yet, come over here on my channel. We have so many good times out here. It's just, where would you even begin? Where would you even begin? And so that's just what we do here. This is what we do. Listen, I said it the other day. Spit it out, son. Spit it out. When I first went live 4 years ago on my original Honest Abe channel, when I did that, you guys were there with me then. I started out with 16 subs on my channel. And we grew that channel almost 900 subs. We did that. You did that. You did that. Yes, you did. And then when I got a couple of copyright strikes on there, and I made the other back in 23, good old 23, I made the Honest 8.1 channel. You guys followed me over there then? You were there with me then? You were there, weren't you? Yeah, you were. Yes, you were. And I had 900 subs on that channel. What's up, VV? We're talking about your channel. And Sweet Bean up on your channel last night, man. That was awesome. She laid that one out just right, just perfect. There was no lies told out of her last night. I'll tell you that. I had all but forgotten about half the stuff that she had said. But yeah, that was a good show. Mike had to take a back seat for a little while, but he'll get over it. He got over it. Take my wrench, Joe. I'll be back up in 5 minutes. Give it back to me now. That's all part of Mike's lore out here. It's funny. It is funny. Dr. Dave gifted us Mike's throne, as I recollect it. But anyways, when we went from Honest 8.1 and we came over on this channel next, you guys were with me then too. You followed me over a third time. And then when I made another channel, was it a month or so ago? A couple months ago? You guys were with me then too. You guys, I go live on that channel, and you guys followed me over there. You did. So you see how this works? You guys make this show what it is. You and the captain make this shit happen. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do it. You absolutely do. Mike rage quits over and over and over and over and over again, says he'll never come back, and 5 minutes later, he's right back at it again. He couldn't resist the temptation of talking to Julia. Oh, hearing her voice, that was awesome. I had not heard from her in so long. I hope she does come back. I really do. She is a gem on any show. I don't care who you are. I'm sure Mike's jealous of that one too. No, actually, he likes Julia. He doesn't seem to like a lot of the ladies. I've noticed. He doesn't like, especially does not like alpha women. He does not like alpha females at all. But he does like Julia. That's the one. That's like one of the only ladies that he will actually like chill with. And I don't know what it is about him, but it is something. And I knew that from before, but I'm like, whoa, he's hanging out with a lady up on the panel, and he's not sitting there berating her and attacking her and going all crazy and hectic on her and stuff like that. I'm like, this is just awesome to just like actually sit here and watch him do that. And it's oh so rare. Usually he attacks them. Anyways, but like, yes, Mike, there's no question. Mike, he calls himself the master troll and the king of all trolls. And y'all, I talked about this the last time I went, was this yesterday or something? Last time I went live, I talked about this. See, he got comfy over there in Gen X Jeff's. He got mighty comfy, and he was protected over there. Yes, he was. Jeff decided that he was going to make it a profit. And if you wanted to go at Mike and take a swing at him up in the panel, you had to pay the piper. Remember that? It was like $5 a shot or something like that. So Mike got really comfy, real cushy over there, attacking like everybody for the longest time too. And when Joey started going live again, and then Mike come around the bend, then what he found is that he lost that safety net. He lost that cushion where he could get up on a panel and talk all the mad, effed up, foul shit he could and wanted and about anybody he wanted to, and just carry on and on and relentlessly just attack people. And what he found out on Vegas Valley's panel, which he should know, it's not like he's not new to the show. I mean, he was around, over a couple of years ago. When did he first start showing up there? Like about 4 years ago? 4 or 5, probably 4 years ago, something like that. Because Ambient Alcohol came around the bend in early 23, and the first person they started talking about, as I recall, was him. So that was like 3.5 years ago, right there. But Mike does not like it when he likes it when he get up on the panel and he can just start talking shit about whoever he wants to, and he likes to he tries to find people that are going to buddy troll with him. And it just never works in his favor. He even tried that with Steph. And you knew exactly how that was going to go. You knew exactly how that was going to go, man. And she just started tearing him a new ass and making fun of him. And when Insane Wayne went up there, Insane Wayne just went up there to chill and hang out, man. He didn't care. He doesn't care. He just gets up there to chill, man. That's all he does, and have fun. And Mike couldn't even take that. And he just started lighting up on him. And he started talking about the circular troll thing. And I got on the chat. I'm like, Mike, there is no circular troll. You don't even know what that means in the context in which these people have been using it for how many years now? How long has it been? The circular troll thing is their way, not yours, of basically like putting a graph together of how predictable that you actually are when you start wigging out on panel, and the things you're going to do, the things that you're going to say. And they put it on this little circle graph is what they did. Thank you for the hundreds. And he doesn't get the fact that that's not circular troll does not mean that it's a master plan that he coined up. That like, in other words, that he's using against everybody else, and nobody can just like beat him. He's undefeated. That's not what that means. He doesn't get that. I mean, somewhere on my 3 terabyte hard drive, I got a picture of that. Somebody put that in like LG's Discord server like, I don't know, like over 2 years ago. The Mike Circular Troll thing. And I haven't seen that around in a while, but I'll find it. I'll find it. It's either on my old phone, it's on my computer, and I will put the thing, if I find it, I'll put on my community tab, and somebody direct Mike to my channel, and I can prove to him what just exactly that entails, what it means. Then maybe he'll stop using it for once. He doesn't get it. I mean, you can't with some people. You just can't. I swear to God, but not Adam. Well, I mean, we all know the story of Adam and Eve, but no, I mean is, I'm not swearing at God. I'm swearing to God. And then he strikes me with a bolt of lightning again. Don't sit there and tell me lightning don't strike the same place twice. Oh shit. I tell you, but no, he doesn't get it, and he never will. But anyways, so yeah, Bird's painted in a corner. Tyrant Bird, Liberty Bird, Mr. Psyop, and it's his own freaking doing. He doesn't know when just to lay back, and he takes everything so personal that anyone says online, just like Mike Cerrone. That's something them two got in common. Except Tyrant Bird, I'll give him this. He's a lot smarter than Mike Cerrone could ever dream of. But still, he has no. I would say in this regard, like, Bird has no self-awareness. And I remember when he got on the shit show back in the day, all he would do, it didn't matter what any of those people were talking about, any of them. You'd have 10 people, you have 9 people up on the panel, and there comes Bird. And he would just sit there and not say anything, and then, like, AC and them would just say hi to him, and then he would start talking about his own thing. He would completely veer off from what any of them were talking about, and he was talking about, like, Tyrant Wars and all that shit. That's what he would do. And I'm going to tell you why he did that. You want to know why he did that? I'll tell you why he did that. It's obvious why he did that. He would go up there for a few minutes, and he would hang out, and he would do just that, right? They were talking about something else, somebody else, and then here comes Bird. And flapping his yap, his beak. You know, he's just, caw, 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 you know. So, you know, he's a bird on a perch, and it's like duck hunt, you know. Shoot the dog instead. Game over. But no, so he would do that, and then while the shit show was still live, what he would do is he would go over on his own channel, and then he would start his own live. That's what he was doing. What he was doing is he was trying to steal the audience from over there over on his own channel. See how that works? It's all the same reason why he networked with Evil Ghost. It's all the same reason why he networked up with Blame Katie. It's all the same thing. He goes to these other people's communities. Nicolina, who's in my chat earlier this morning, who I haven't seen her on my channel forever. I thought she all but forgot about me. But apparently she didn't. And she came in my chat and said hi. And I said hi back. But, you know, she is spot on with her too. That is what these people do. This is what they do. They don't build their own communities from the ground up. I mentioned Tonic and Sales, who's now Golden Boy Reports. Are you out there listening, buddy? He built his own community. Yes, he did. Now, he is part of the shit show. Yes, he is. But when his server that he's got, his channel, he had people in there from all over the place. They were people that were like from the Juggalos. He had people from music, you know, Business Ms. Marty, just all over the place. And these are people, you know, some of them you wouldn't see on the shit show. Some of them you would, some you wouldn't. But and what I'm trying to say is he did build his own community. I am going to give him that. Yes, he did. And he spent a lot of time doing it. Bird even replayed one of his old panels, and there was 10 people up on that mug. There was a dude on his panel that I didn't even know even knew him, and I can see the link and how he did. And I'm like, whoa, man, whoa, it's Clockwork Rex. Holy shite! He's up on the Tonic panel. This is like, what, 5 years ago or so? And I'm like, dude! So, he knows like Diamond Classy Diamond Art. I actually got our channel name right. Diamond Classy Drama Tart. I didn't say tard, I said tart, like Pop-Tart, okay? I'm not that mean. And again, Diamond Classy Diamond Art, who used to be one of Huckleberry's friends, just like Black Rose still is. I still to this day would love to know what the fallout between Diamond Classy and Hillbilly Man, who none of y'all knew at all. He was this little pimple on God's ass on YouTube that nobody knew nothing about. And he come trotting along, and he decided to hate bond with Huck, and something happened between those two, and they had a fallout. I don't know what it is. And I'm sure not about to go ask that psycho bitch myself, but if somebody knows what happened, where did Lisa B said she knows, but I don't really know the full story. There's a couple of I don't know, it was like Community Tab or something that Lisa put up about it. She put up a video about Hillbilly Man with Huck. Hillbilly Man's still out there. He's probably watching this live stream right now. Shout out Hillbilly Man. Are you out there? Breaker 19. Is there a Hillbilly Man out there? You got a cop. You got your ears on. 10-4. Good buddy. Mercy sakes alive. So looks like we got us a convoy. But no, it's Hillbilly Man. He's still out there because Nemesis went live. Nemesis, known as Nemesis Reincarnated, the Marine dude. And excuse me, voice is getting a little scratchy here. But wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. So I don't know what the falls between them. It would be interesting to learn more about the Katie Bird thing. We're never going to get the full facts out of that because you can't trust either one of them as far as you can throw them. Anyway, I mean, it's like killing two birds with one stone, forget the pun. But anyways, so, I mean, I don't know the full context of that. I would love to know. Crafty Cat, do you know the answer to these questions? Are you withholding information from us? Is this like that one guy that what's his name? That annoying King, whatever the hell he is, who named himself after the Mr. Rogers puppet, the King Wenceslas or whatever the fuck it is. That guy who likes to drop the N-word and stuff on Zatoichis, or used to anyway. Shout out Zatoichi 444. But he got up on the shit show last night. He did, and I didn't even recognize the guy at first. But she is definitely a scumbag liar. That ain't no kind of lie. That bitch. But so we'll never. Some of the stuff we'll never get the full truth, the actual factual artifacts, like of what really all went down. There are channels that cover these people. Nicolina's one of them. What's that other channel? The clip. Kennedy's. Is it Kennedy Clips? Is that her channel? Covers a lot of the Blame Katie. I didn't know that Nicolina had Nicolina and what's his name? Bullets for Teeth and Incel X. I did not know any of them people were rivals at all. I had no clue. I first knew Bullets for Teeth like 4 years ago or something when he was live streaming. And I think I don't, somebody on the shit show or somewhere else like mentioned him or something. somewhere on a community tab or in the chat, and that's how I come to find out who that guy, about him. And he does some interesting shows. He did, and I did like his content genuinely, but I had no clue whatsoever that he was a rival of the Mean Girls. I had no idea any of these people even knew each other. None at all. And then you got who was it? You got Mark Terry, the WRDR radio guy that he got into like a fist fight with in real life, I guess. They met up. WRDR or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. And then there's there's Karen. Was it 444 or 777, whatever it is. It's 777. You know what I'm talking about. The one that was in the military, the army or whatever, was a CO, a commissioned officer, something like that, or yeah. So I didn't know that any of those people actually knew each other until like I saw Nicolina got up on InsoLex's panel, and they were all going at it, and I was like, dude, what is going on here? What is up with this? I've been live for over 2 hours for you, Sweet Soulicious. Where's your hall pass? Don't give me this union break biz with a cigarette emoji either. And about 4 commas and the Spanish question mark, the inverted question mark. Give me 5 instead. Give me 5. 5 commas, 6 upside down question marks, 3 cigarettes, and unpaid union break. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious, guys. X Factor, yes. X Factor Karen. That's what I'm talking about. So you got Karen. X Factor gets on InsoLex's channel, and then Bullets for Teeth does too, but Bullets doesn't have his own channel that I know of anymore. I think he lost his channel. This is like a long while ago or something. And then he was on like Rumble or something, streaming, I guess. And then that's when I found out Nicolina. There was like, I don't know, there wasn't a lot of us in the chat. It was like 20. There was like right now about 25, 26 people in chat. And here comes Nicolina up on that panel. And then it goes from like 25, 26 to like 80. I shit you not. It was like 80 some people in the chat, and it just lit up like a Music Biz Marty chat. Just boom, like it was just like rapid fire. You couldn't even see anything. The comments were just flying by so fast. It was definitely not in slow-mo. I was there when that was going on. I think El Kennedy replayed some of that. So like again, I had no idea that any of these people knew each other at all. Not at all. But they do. They do know each other. I think it's you may sing it. It's a small world after all. It literally virtually is. It literally is. Anyways, guys, I am going to do a panel though. Probably in about probably about 5 days. So don't look for any time soon. Instead, look for more morning shows with It's That Abe. Like this, I bring you more of these because it's some losers that has no life. But Wabbit's not black though. But anyways, it was Mike's the one that said he went at Insane Wayne, and Insane Wayne is, and I says, you know something, Mike? I'm gonna tell you something, Mike. Insane Wayne works for a living. He has a job. You're white and you have no job. You really have some room to talk, bitch. Oh, there's Dave. Dave, I told you an hour and a half ago to take your medication. I told you. I said, take your meds, take the orange pills. Take the orange ones. It'll do you some good. I'm telling you, dude. Hit it. Whip it good. You were clipping. So, anyways, oh, this shit's funny. It is so funny. But one of these days I'm gonna go live on my other channel, my Point One channel. This is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna see how many people show up there. I'm just gonna kick it, and I'm not gonna tell you guys when I'm gonna do it. It's Honest Abe Point One, and I'm just gonna go live on that channel. I'm gonna see who shows up. That channel, I used to go live on that thing, and we used to get 40, 50, 60 people in the chat every night, every time I went live. Every time. It was great, man. I loved it. It was awesome, dude. Too far out, dude. Cowabunga, man. And I get like, man, I get like 600, 700 views on every time on that thing. Squishy had one of those little, one of them tracker bots. So every time I went live on that channel, it would send a notification in her server. The one that she took down, that is. I'm not in a lot of these. I'm not in a lot of servers out here. I don't do a lot with Discord anyway, but I don't. Where are these people hanging out? Oh, I know where they're hanging out at. You want to know where they're hanging out at? They're hanging out over on Corrosive's server. Coco's server. You know, the one I got kicked out of earlier this year. That one. That's where they're hanging out at. They're all over there. No, I honestly don't have a clue. I don't know where everybody is. It's too hard to keep track of people. People are if you think people are fiercely territorial on YouTube, trust me, the tribalism is very much alive in Discord. And I don't get why. I mean, ideally you want your server to complement your channel, and it helps you grow. Usually. But that's not the case with a lot of people. Not the case with a whole lot of people out here. And they just get fiercely territorial, their servers, and they're very cliquish, they're very nitpicky about who can join it. I'm like, is this like high school key club or some, exotic, ironic shit, cheesy shit like that? Is that what this is? Because I was not part of the key club or any of that when I was going to school. I was part of a club, yes, but it was a builders club. We built shit. We didn't sit there and, social. It wasn't a socialite type of club. I mean, it kind of was, but it wasn't. It was we built shit. We were builders. We used to build the stage, the static displays, and everything for all the school plays and all that shit. We were the builders of that set, man. We built it. The whole auditorium. All the stage props. All of it. We did it. We ran the curtains, the lighting, the sound, all that, man. That's what we were doing. It was called the Tech Theater Club, by the way. So, anyways, now, Dave, I think you just earned that time out. But anyways, I'll take care of that little problem. Doink. Okay, there. Problem solved. Anyways, burn it down. UPK. Somebody came out and said that's so 2020-ish. It really is. Y'all remember the UPKC cousin server that Nemi took down? You guys remember that? Everybody got so ticked off that all their channels were gone. I mean, not channel. They lost their Discords, their own accounts because they were in that server. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. And as I understand, it was something that she put in there herself and then took it down. Tyrant Bird did a video, what he did, and I don't have that video. I'm actually, something? I probably do have that video archived, but it's going to take forever to find it. But he did a video blaming Tonic, Golden Boy, for taking down that server, is what he did. And so UPK was all up on his ass over that, and only he had nothing to do with it. He had nothing to do with it. So Bird did that one. Yeah, he did. That was right around the time, as I recollected, he did the self-offing staged video scene with 303. And that video I do have. Yes, I do. and I won't even upload that thing in a private video. That is a guarantee. Lose your channel instantly by putting that video on your channel, man. But he faked that shit. He did. A couple years later, he was using his community tab to fake it too. He would do community posts with 303 and taking pictures of him doing the same thing he did in that video on his original Liberty Bird channel before he became Mr. Psyop on that channel. Because it's all a psyop. It always is, right? Everything's a psyop. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna have to get up on down the road here. I'm gonna have to skedaddle, exit stage left. But I do appreciate you guys coming around the bend. I do. I will schedule the live stream out is what I will do. And you know something? I am tempted to put it on my Point One channel. So if y'all aren't subbed up to my Point One channel, y'all go check it out. You hear? So there is that. Check it out, sub it up, and I want to go live on that channel. It has been a very long time since I did anything on that channel, and I would love to charge it up. You too, Queen Wasp. You too. Thanks for coming. No, come on now. Anyways, y'all come on. Anyways, I like this stuff on chat replay. Well, of course, I did smack the King 9 dude around. I did. I didn't make any note. I didn't mention that, but yes, rest in peace to Ellen. And I'm not cold-hearted. I hope I hope she found peace. If Rebel is out there listening, which I don't know if he is or not. I don't think he is. He's not. He has been zeroed in on his own channel and nobody else's, it would seem. Except he did slip at the tongue that he was watching Nemesis's channel. So he still watches Nemesis. I bet she still watches Queen Wasp's channel there, right there in the chat. Queen Wasp 87 there. I'll guarantee still watch. These are people that were actually his real legit friends, and he burned them. That's exactly what he went and did. Yeah, thanks. Come along. That's that part channel. That guy's like a pro, like audio engineer or something like that. This dude's got his music down pat. I'm gonna give him that. You gotta go live again. But anyways, I know Emo did Emo Hollingwolf out there. I don't. He doesn't really say much about it. I don't think I know he didn't like you because you were restreaming. You were replaying some of his stuff and going over it. But anyways, I know you're an OGer, and you were going to live streams of people that were around even before what's his name came around. Who I'm thinking about? You know what I'm talking about? The conspiracy theorist dude. Oh shit. This guy was around eons ago, man. Eons. Ebo is short and riding dirty. He's just too short and dirty. He's just too short and dirty. Oh, that's funny. I think he does too. I think he really does. That part or hum along. Von Helton. That's who I'm thinking about. Von Helton. You're going back a friggin' decade ago on YouTube or more, when that guy was like coming around, just starting out, right? Over 10 years ago. Oh shit, man, this stuff goes way. You were playing cows that were streaming like in 2009, and like YouTube was like in its heyday, man. I'm like, dang, I vaguely remember some of these people, man, vaguely. Some I didn't know at all, but it was like, wow, this is some crazy stuff. It is. Anyways, guys, this has been great. We gotta do this again. You want to do this again tomorrow? You guys want to do this again tomorrow? I don't know if I want to do it tomorrow or not. I will do it again. Those are some good times, dude. Some seriously good times. Oh man, it was fun. You know when you pin comments, it goes on the bottom of the screen, not the top of the screen. Did you guys know that? I think it was because there's a lot of issues, a lot of glitches and stuff going on with this. I bet you Amateur Aquatics like, damn, you want to unpin my comment. Here, I'll unpin it now. I forgot it was even there. There, okay, freed it up. It's all good. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Anyways, I'm gonna scoot, I'm gonna go. You guys should do the same thing. Happy hump day. Woo! Shout outs. Shout outs. See, you guys like me, don't you? You do. You won't admit it, but you like me. You like coming around my channel. You do. Admit it. Come on. Fess up. Cough it up. Come on. Let's have it. You guys like Honest Abe, and that's why you come around his channel. Because we have so much fun out here together. I think we do. I genuinely think we do. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Get your last, get your final words out there. Your last words. Please do. Please do. Because I'm going to get Skate for Skater Life Forever. Shout out. Oh, shit. Anyways. I got... Fix the problem here. And we'll go there. And we'll go there. Okay. Alright. Alright, so anyways, I'm gonna get on down the road. I need that video. Oh, I've got that video. It's somewhere. Lots of people got... I gave it to... oh, shit. When Vegas Vips first was coming around. Bend again. I mean, I know he's been around a long time. He wanted it, and I'm like, really? You want that video? So he got it off of me, quite a long time ago. Vegas Vips, I think it was Vips, something like that, who asked me for it. A couple people asked me for it, and I sent it to him. But yeah, I've got that video. But you don't want to play that video on your channel because that's not good. That's how he lost that. I mean, after all, that's how he lost that channel, is by that video. The other things that he did, and you can find clips of these videos on the Tyrant War channel. It's like virtually, I mean, it's like a time capsule, man. There's no new content pumped out of that channel in over a year, at least, probably longer. I don't know what happened to that channel, but it's there, but it's just, there's nothing going on with it. But he would go out there in 303, and they would put up targets of the Tyrant Wars, like their avatars, and then target practice on them is what he would do. Them are some other videos that he did. He definitely did. Yes, he did. He did that all right. So, anyways, you're talking about a channel that channel. You know how that channel crossed over 1,000, the mark of 1,000 subs? I'm gonna tell you how. That channel only had like 800 something subs on it, and what happened is when Tyrant Wars started going after Stone Vet for Huckleberry, because they did, because they were going after her, and that's an even longer story out for a different time. I got all kind of shit for that. I had nothing to do with it, but again, another story for a different time. But that is when Stone Vet, they actually took his channel down and buried him with copyright strikes, and then he got his channel back, just like the shit show recovered from AC. They got the channel back when Truth Finder UK did the same thing to him. And so Stone Vet got his channel back after Tyrant Wars took it down for replaying like some of their clips under fair use. And so Tyrant Wars thought they would pull a slick willy on him, and they took him down, and they bragged about it. But a couple weeks later, he got his channel back. He did, and it's still there today. So what happened is Stone Vets, he's got a pretty big community over there. I noticed that. So Stone Vet, he basically advertised the Tyrant War channel on his channel because, you know, he was poking the bear. Why? Because he was kind of outing Huckleberry and stuff like that with the whole the fake vet stuff and the Minnesota National Guard biz and all that. He went after that Binary Tools guy who came in his chat once or twice, I think once, and all that. So she got really, you know, she's really defensive of him, obviously. So she started going at Stone Vet. Now, she brought Stone Vet on her panel one time, and that was the biggest live stream panel that she ever done went and did. Did you guys know that? And what she did to that dude is she told him to get a couple of objects and do something to himself, in the form of a rope and a chair. And I'll let y'all's imaginations run wild in that one. And that video got took down for community guideline violations or some shit like that. I remember this. I do remember this. Boy, she was ticked off. She was raging mad over that one. But that's how Tyrant Wars finally got itself over 1,000 views after that channel was recreated after they lost their first channel, which they did. And I know exactly all the details about that one, too. All I'm going to say is shout out to Teresa Richard on that one. Good job. But when they came back on that second channel, which we know of today, of course, now they had a variety show channel also. That's a smaller. They got like 7 or 8 channels they do, but the content channels they got is like the main channel that we know of, and then their variety channel. They're frozen in time channels. They're time capsules. Nothing going on with them today. But they are an archive of stuff. They did go after me too, because Huck got them to go after me on her behalf, because she's such an e-thug. She couldn't do this alone, so she had to recruit the Dark Clown channel to do it. But be it as it may, what was I talking about? So yeah, the Tyrant War channel, Stone Vet brought all of his people over to their channel to check it out, and all these people started subbing to that channel. He actually brought that channel like 200 subs, because they were in the 800 range, barely crossed over 800 when they started going at Stone Vet. So he brought all his people over there, and that's how that channel finally did it. So, of course, naturally they rewarded him by nuking his channel and a bunch of bogus copyright strikes and all of that. And then he finally got his final channel back. He did. Anyways, guys, I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm going to get going while the going's getting good. But I do definitely want to say thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. I do. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Oh, it's a 2-sided coin, though. It is that. Oh, shit. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. I hope you guys have a splendid hump day, because I know I am. And we will do this again real soon. That I guarantee. The good Lord willing. Right? I mean, there's no guarantee for tomorrow. There's no guarantees for the rest of the day. But we're going to give it a go and go that way. All right. You guys take care. I'm over here at the Golden Arches right now. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to go back home. I'm loving it. But I don't like that theme. I like the old theme, man. The old school theme. And it goes like this. Hey, my pleasure. Thank you. Let me see here. Oh, I gotta fix something here. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, fixed it. Shh, don't say anything. It's an old jingle. It goes like this. It came out in 1990. I actually looked it up. 1990. And here we go. I'm gonna end it up with this. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hit it. It goes like this. You know the one, McDonald's, for food, folks, and fun. That was 1990. Shout out. Oh, speaking of which, they're bringing back the deep fried apple pies. Did you guys know that? Man, that's an old relic, an old classic. When they got rid of it when they started doing the baked ones for healthier food eating. So, anyways, if they got baked apple pie, man, you know I'm grabbing it. You know I'm grabbing some. I will too. Yes, I will. All right, y'all. Peace, love, smiles, like the channel goes. We gone. Bye-bye. Have a good day. And we'll see ya. Man, we'll see you when we see ya. It is, what it was, what it shall be. Remember, the small YouTuber always hedges their bets. And all good things being equal must come to an end. Just like this.